Hey y'all, what's up? My voice sounds a little hoarse. I think it's just because of the weather changing, going from cold to hot, hot to cold. I don't know. But I wanted to talk to y'all about bait and switch, right? Man, I gotta talk about it because it's just crazy how I noticed this bait and switch going on a lot lately. And it don't matter what the relationship or the dynamic of the situation is, bait and switch is real. So I'm gonna give you an example. So for example, you apply to a job, right? They advertise a job paying X amount of money, what the work hours are, the schedule. They give you the run of the benefits. They tell you more about the company. They advertise the position. You go and put in an application for the position. You get to the interview. The interviewer all of a sudden starts talking a different type of salary, different type of work schedule, hours, and everything like that. You know, and in your mind, you sitting there like, whoa, 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 wait, what the hell are you talking about? I applied to this job for this position, doing X, Y, Z, this, that, and the third. Now I get to the interview, and you gonna flip on me, switching that up? You know what I'm saying? But like when I say bait and switch can work in any situation, it could work in the situation of a job. And you like, oh, you probably excited, like, oh, I got the interview. Once I get through the interview, more than likely I got it. And then the interviewer, well, I'm gonna be real, and they start saying some other stuff. I don't know about y'all, but black and white paper speaks volumes. You cannot verbally start telling somebody, you know what I'm saying, a whole bunch of other stuff, but because that's called false advertising. And let's be real, all right? Let's be real. How many of y'all got suckered into a relationship with somebody off of false advertisement? Because, random people, because people love just talking to me. I actually sometimes get annoyed with complete strangers just walking up and wanting me to tell or wanting to just talk about their life. Because in my mind, I'm like, dang, you don't have nobody like in your family, no friends, nobody that you can express this to. You just feel the need to express it to a whole stranger. Sometimes it's whatever. I don't mind talking to somebody. They just looking for advice or somebody to listen. But other times, I'm very annoyed because I'm not interested in you dumping your crap on me. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all gotta really understand, energy is like a real thing. When I say a real thing, I mean people be out here trying to make their problems your problem. Do not allow other people's problems to be your problems, because the moment you allow their problems to be your problems, you're gonna have problems that you didn't have. That's all I'm gonna say. All right? But it's funny because false advertising works for companies as well. It works for relationships, whether it be with family or friends, coworkers, whoever it may be. But people falsely present themselves, and I just find it interesting, right? So to my fellas out there, because y'all know I don't man bash, but as a woman, I can speak on some bad experiences that I personally have experienced, things that, girlfriends in my past as well as present have spoken on, going through whatever it is, right? And I can also understand some things from the male perspective based on what relatives also are going through, saying stuff like that, because I for real just really keep to myself. This is just a spiritual warfare, and it's just getting worse and worse. So it's like the worser it gets out there, the more introverted I become. That's a dynamic that I've noticed with myself personally. I'm a very friendly, extroverted person. That's how we Libras roll. We're just so charming. But at the same time, I've become extremely selective as to who I talk to, who I let in my space. And it's interesting how when you're quiet and you mind your business and you just don't talk much to like anybody, people want it's like you're mysterious or something, because you're very private, you're very closed off, you're very about your business and your father's business. Father, I'm talking about the Most High, okay? I ain't talking about Satan, but Satan is a father to somebody out there, one of his little damn demons out there, all right? But I told y'all about manipulation and all of that, right? But the bait and switch, I'm sorry to laugh. I'm sorry to laugh. I'm laughing because of how real it is, but the damage that it can cause people because they just going through life not vetting properly. They're just going through life believing what they see is what they gonna get, and then the bait and switch happens, and then they find out that they're not getting what they thought they were getting. You know what I'm saying? And it's interesting. So I had just before I started this video, I watched this clip of, it was like a street interview where this woman, she apparently, announced her pregnancy to her boyfriend or whatever. And his response was very derogatory, detrimental. I would imagine that it was detrimental. And, he was just basically like, I don't want no baby. I don't want no baby with you, da, 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 right? So the street interviewer was like, you're not going to still stay with this guy, right? And he was like, you pregnant for real? Because he thought that she was just saying it. I mean, I don't know. It could have been just like a made up skit. These days, you can't tell what's real or what's not on the internet. I take everything that I see with a grain of salt. Because personally, it's not my reality. It's not my experience. You know what I'm saying? But I can say from my observation of what's going on in the dating world and stuff like that is that it's hard. It's hard because, one, a lot of these guys believe that they're great guys when really they're just Chucky dolls. They're ticking time bomb Chuckies, okay? I'm not saying all of them, but a good portion of them, yeah. Because if you have like a subconscious hatred or bitterness towards your mom because she whooped your ass growing up, she emasculated you, she has always bossed you around, whatever your issue is with your mother, now you're taking that out on every woman that you date. And then a lot of y'all got to realize too, a lot of a red flag that fellas should look out for is a woman that got daddy issues, because usually those girls with daddy issues, they out here promiscuous as hell. All right. Now, me growing up without my dad doesn't mean that was my experience. So I can't, somebody can try to trauma bond with me off of the experience of, oh yeah, my dad wasn't in my life too. And it's just like, okay, we could chit chat about that. But your experience of having 15 sausages down your throat, I can't relate to that. We can't be friends. You know what I'm saying? Like people will get upset because they're trying to figure you out. They're trying to, for whatever reason, embed themselves in your space, in your life. You know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying is just be mindful, because if it's not a natural connection where, y'all just vibe, y'all just naturally get along, the conversation comes naturally. If anything feels forced, trust me, that person is up to something. They're trying to force their way in. They look at you as a target. They look at you as a little weakling, a little string bean. They look at you like a cornbread ass motherfucker, like you just out here just goofy and dumb. Whether you a man or a woman, that is how a predator is going to view you. They always view their targets as stupid and dumb. You know, like a lot of these dudes, they get finessed in a relationship or out of money. Why? Because one, he fell for her beauty, he fell for her seduction, he fell for that box, and now look at you. Then you want to cry on the back end. Man, she did me dirty. She did. Well, sir, if you would have looked past the beauty, you would have saw the devil in disguise. If you would have looked past them titties and ass, you would have seen that her whole attitude and personality is absolute trash. You would have seen that she has no moral compass. She will have sex with you, your daddy, your uncle, your cousin, your granddaddy. You know what I'm saying? She'll have all y'all lined up. Okay? That is just a Jezebel for you, okay? Like, for real. Like, y'all really don't be understanding what a Jezebel is. Y'all just think Jezebel is a word. And then when you get finessed and this and that and the third, you're crying, and it's like you saw the flags and you ignored them. You know, and I'm just saying based off of strangers talking to me, you saw the signs. You know, how she talked and this and that. I mean, did you get memorized by the eyeshadow? The lip gloss? Like what was it? You know what I'm saying? And then same thing with the ladies. Like, ooh, he tall. Ooh, he got abs. Ooh, he muscular. Oh, I like his beard. You know, whatever it is for you. You know what I'm saying? But that just goes to show you that society wants you to be in lust, not love. Because love and lust are two different things. That's how a lot of y'all get bait and switched. You know, like that saying, it was love at first sight. No, incorrect. You cannot be in love with someone that you literally just put eyes upon and you literally just notice their existence. You've been alive for what, 30 years, 20 years, 50 years on the planet, and you just laid eyes on this individual and you somehow are just in love. Ha, that is a damn joke. You are in lust. You like what you see. You are attracted to what you see. If you a man, you trying to get in the buns. You a girl, you might want to ride. Whichever analogy y'all want to go with. That is strictly just lust. You know? It doesn't mean like you haven't heard the person talk. You haven't seen how they interact with people, how they treat people. You haven't seen their bank account and like how they manage money. There's a lot of things. You don't even know what kind of car they drive. You just see them in the current outfit standing there, you know, that's all you see. You don't see nothing else. And it's like you got these goggles on, you know, you got virtual goggles on, so you can't see the reality of the person. You know, you can't see that this man is like Oscar the Grouch. The nigga live in a trash can, you know, and he's trying to, you know, fuck his way into having the next home and house to live in until you kick him out, sis. Like, the bait and switch, y'all, is just hilarious. The word and the term is hilarious because you get suckered in by false advertisement instead of just allowing time to show you who he or she really is and what he or she is really about. Instead, you just go off of, I can't tell you how many times a guy has approached me and I just politely rejected him, you know what I'm saying, for various reasons, you know what I'm saying. I just am not interested. I'm not looking for someone. I'm taken. Whatever the case may be, I don't feel the need to explain to him. Just understand no is no. But he'll sit there. Well, I think you should give me a chance. You know, I'm a really good guy. Chucky was a good guy, wasn't he? Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play? And then when Chucky got pissed off, when he came to life, you bitch, and start wanting to grab a knife and try to stab and kill everybody, right? So Chucky is an example of a Dr. Jekyll and a Mr. Hyde. Hi, I'm Chucky, looking all innocent, creepy nonetheless, but innocent with the blinking and the... animatronic smile and all that. And then there was that other side, you know, facial expressions looking real evil and mean, and you know what I'm saying? So, and fellas, I'm saying the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde effect goes for the ladies too. It is not gender specific. It's just an expression on a person that essentially would be two-faced. Essentially a person that has two different personalities. They have their public personality and then they have their private personality, and that usually is a narcissist for you. They're always trying to, you know, they're always trying to be like a PR team. They're always trying to make themselves look good in the limelight, but behind closed doors in the dark, you know what I'm saying? They're a whole different animal, you know. So people in the public eye see them as an angel. The family and the people closest to them see them for the devil that they truly are. That is what bait and switch is. And usually narcissists are bait and switchers. That is what they are. That's what they do. That's how they move. They sucker you in. They false advertise by love bombing. That's false advertisement. Oh, they're bringing me flowers. They're this, they're that, and all this. Or, you know, for a guy, she's just complimenting you, stroking your ego, making you just feel so wonderful until she starts verbally abusing you and belittling you and just beating you down mentally, financially, emotionally. Now you're just a whole train wreck little by little, because it's never just boom, like instant. Because if it was instant, if the bait and switch or the false advertisement was just instantly caught, you would instantly sever that connection. But no, they slowly transition into it. They slowly show you who the real them is. This is why time is of the essence, and this is why I tell y'all, don't be rushing out here. Take your time. Really sit back and vet and watch. Really, you know, if they tell you something, but their actions are the complete opposite of what they said, believe the actions. Because the actions is always going to show you what somebody would rather be doing than what they said they would do. So, you know, actions speak louder than words. You know, somebody can tell you, I love you, but their actions are always hateful. They steal from you, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it may be, but their actions are telling you their true feelings of you or how they feel about you. Because if they really loved you, then their actions would match their words, okay? But yeah, y'all, bait and switch and, you know, false advertising. All I'm saying is be careful out there. Jobs do it, people do it, you know. Just be observant. Just be watchful, cautious, you know. So this whole bait and switch and the false advertisement thing, this is how people get suckered into relationships. This is how people, it's sad, but it happens. This is how women end up getting suckered into having children that they themselves probably didn't want, but they allowed that man to sit there and goo goo gaga them, just, you know, oh, I love you so much and I want you to have my baby. I want you to have my baby. Have my baby. Have my baby. Now, a real man that is, you know, a God-fearing man who, you know, understands that a child is more than just an accessory, a toy, that this is a real financial obligation for about the next 18 to 25 years, you know what I'm saying? They really understand that the baby ain't gonna be cheap. That is gonna be a lot of work, crying, diapers, food, you know, not to mention him working, not to mention, you know, his wife or girlfriend, you know, whatever their dynamic may be, she's working, you know, taking into consideration of how tired she would be. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of factors that a man that really loves his woman or his wife Because I mean, it's just a phenomenon, like this baby mama, baby daddy culture, you know. Let's be real. A lot of babies are not planned. They're not. I know I wasn't. I just kaboom, but at the same time, babies wouldn't just be unplanned and just happening if people would wrap it up out here and stop just having random sex, just out here all willy-nilly. I mean, y'all, it goes so far as to there was an article that I had read probably I think yesterday or the day before, where this guy who was a millionaire was staying at a hotel, and I think he's married. If he wasn't married, then he had a girlfriend, but he's in a relationship, right? And obviously he used a condom or whatever. And so I guess he left the condom on the bed or in the room or whatever. But anyways, the cleaning lady came into the room, discovered the condom, and turkey basted herself and got pregnant, sued the millionaire guy for child support. And you know what? He has to pay that woman the rest of his life. When I tell guys to protect your seed, it is not being said for nothing. You can really get finessed out here by it. You don't understand the levels and the lengths that a Jezebel, and I say a Jezebel because a Jezebel is a specific type of female. I wouldn't even dare call a Jezebel a woman. Okay, she may have titties and ass and the eyelashes and the face and the voice, may wear high heels and dresses and jewelry, but that don't make her a woman. She is a Jezebel. She is a harlot, a scarlet, okay? Lady of the night, all right? Period. She's out there seeking souls where that succubus energy that she got. So be careful about your soul getting sucked through your dick. All I'm saying. But you don't have to listen to me. Go out there and find out. And if you've already been out there and find out, then you know what I'm talking about. All I'm saying is there are young, ladies and guys that are coming up that, hey, information like this is very valuable to keep them from having their life in shambles. But it's just crazy. And not to mention, I've been getting a lot of comments on my past videos about how men try to baby trap women. I've had an attempt to try to do that, and I was like, oh, thank God I just never did get pregnant by you. Like, no, I would not want a kid by you. And abortion would be a most definite. I'm not for abortion, but I'm not against it either. What about the women who get raped? Like, why should they be forced to keep a child that they didn't ask for? It's a lot of nuances and a lot of gray area in life. And I just find it interesting how, like, people, this is how usually people end up doing a bait and switch. They try to convince you, well, I'm a good man, I'm a good woman, I'm this and I'm that. Well, a real good person, man or woman, doesn't have to say how good they are, why they're good, because let's be real, good people sometimes do bad things for various reasons. Sometimes bad people do good things for various reasons. So good and bad is really subjective, It really boils down to what you show me. What truly is your moral compass? There's a lot of people out here that use religion, hide behind being a Christian, and because Christian and religion and going to church makes them look like, oh, I read my Bible, I got moral standards and values, when the whole time they don't. You have the religious narcs out there. You know damn well how narcissists operate. If you've dealt with them and if you've been watching my channel for a while, you know how these people operate. So they do not have a moral compass. People really have to show you who they are. And when they show you who they are, you got to make a decision. Are you going to stick around, or are you going to put your track shoes on and run? If you stay, then you are asking for all of that. It ain't no, oh, for goodness or for better or for worse. No. If you are not already married, ain't no for better or worse. Y'all are just in a relationship. Skedaddle. Scoot. There's millions of people on this planet. And you're supposed to take the mistreatment of somebody. A person is supposed to add value to your life, man or woman. They're not responsible for your happiness, but they're supposed to bring value into your life. And if that person is, not bringing value, they're bringing you down instead of elevating you or bringing you high, your finances start suffering. These are all signs that literally the Most High is giving you that this person is not for you. Your money was great. You was up, you was happy, you was this. Now you get entangled with this person, either in a friendship, relationship, even if it's a family member, coworker, whoever the person is. If you begin to actually identify that once you begin to associate and interact with this individual, things began to, go wrong, you got to question yourself. Back up and distance yourself from that person. Pause. You know what I'm saying? And if you back up from that person and things start to return back to order, that's your sign that that person don't need to be around you. All right? But anyways, y'all, I'll holler at y'all on the next one. Peace, positive energy always creates elevation. Y'all be safe. I hope y'all staying narc free. I hope y'all healing journeys is good. Remember, don't let nobody rush you on your healing journey. It's going to be up. It's going to be down. It's going to be all over the place. But do you? Everybody is experiencing life. We lifing out here. And just learn your lesson. You're going to make mistakes. Get back up. Keep it pushing. All right, y'all. Bye.